Hello, hi guys. This is CA Balakrishna from Lecturepedia.in. How are you? Hope you people are doing well. Even I am fantastic. As you already know, Institute has launched a new syllabus yesterday. And regarding that new syllabus, students obviously they will be having certain doubts. And to solve those common doubts among the students regarding the new syllabus, Institute has come up with a particular document known as frequently asked questions on new scheme of education and training, FAQ document. Now in this video I will be discussing this FAQ document that has been issued by the institute regarding the new scheme of education. If you see this entire document, it is divided into three parts. Just a second. Yeah, this entire document it is divided into three parts. Firstly, we will be having certain general FAQs, then you will be having FAQs related to new scheme of education, and then you will be having FAQs related to transition provisions. Certain general FAQs. It will be in the form of question and answer. For each question, the answer will be provided. Firstly, when will this new education will be launched? It will be launched on CA Day 1st July 2023, which is already launched. And what are the important dates for implementation of this new scheme of education? If you see regarding this important dates, I have already made a video. In that video, I have discussed certain important dates that are relevant for the new scheme of education. If you haven't watched that video, I am giving link to that video here in this I button. Here briefly I will discuss the certain important dates. First of all, last date for registration in the foundation under old course is 1st July 2023, which is already completed as on the date of recording this video. And last date for registration in intermediate and final course under old scheme is 30th of June 2023. Even this date is completed. From now on, all the registrations will be under new scheme only, and date of commencement of registration under new scheme will be 2nd August 2023 for the foundation students. New registrations for foundation course under new scheme will start from 2nd of August, and registration for CA Inter and CA Final students under new scheme will start from 1st July 2023. How to register, all that we will be discussing in this FAQs. And the first foundation examination under new course, it will be conducted in June 2024, and first final and first inter examination under new scheme will be conducted in May 2024, that you already know. And these will be the last dates, last examination under old scheme, December 23 and November 23 for foundation and CA inter and CA final. And last date of commencement of 3 years practical training would be 30 June 2023, and the date of commencement of 2 years uninterrupted practical training would be 1st July 2023. Those are certain important dates regarding new syllabus. Next, what is the structure of chartered accountancy course under the new scheme of education? Basically, as you already know, there will be 3 levels: foundation, intermediate and final, same as that of old scheme. Okay, even in old scheme also we are having 3 stages. Even in new scheme also there will be 3 stages. Next, how to register under new scheme of education? We are having our SSP portal, right? You can register for new scheme of education in this SSP portal. The link for the SSP portal is given here. Through that link you can create your login and you can register for a CA course. And in case you are having any queries related to the course, you can mail at this email ID. Okay. Next, now FAQs related to new scheme of education and training, part B. Here we will be having FAQs related to foundation course, inter course and final course. Firstly, we will start with FAQs related to foundation course. Here, if you wanted to skip this FAQ discussion related to foundation course and watch CA inter FAQ discussion, here I will be providing the timelines. You can directly skip to the relevant timeline and you can watch those respective video. Okay, next now starting with FAQs for the foundation course in the new scheme of education. Firstly, where can I register for foundation course? In the SSP portal you can register for foundation course, and link for SSP portal it is given here. Sorry, here the question is, when can I register for the foundation course? Basically, to register for the foundation course you need to complete 10th class. Okay, you need to pass 10th class examination. After passing the 10th class examination you can register for foundation course. What is the fees for registration of foundation course? Basically the fees is 9,000 rupees. Okay, and where can I get the prospectus for CA course and study material for the foundation course? Once you register for the foundation course, you can visit CDS portal. Okay, this is centralized distribution system portal. Even this portal also belongs to ICAI. In this portal you can place order for your study material. Okay, through this portal you can receive your books, the physical copy of the books. And when will I get the study material of the foundation course? Study material of foundation course will be available on the BOS knowledge portal. On the BOS knowledge portal soft copy will be available, and if you want the hard copy of the books you can visit CDS portal and you can place your order. Okay, next, I have already registered in foundation course after passing class 10th examination, and presently I am in class 11th. When I will be eligible for foundation examination, and under which scheme of education and training I have to write my examination? I have already registered for foundation course and presently I am in 11th class. In this case you will be eligible to write the examination under new scheme of education, and your first attempt will be June 2025 if you are presently undergoing class 11th. Okay, and to appear in this June 2025 examination you need to you need to complete your class 11th examination and you need to appear in class 12th examination. Only after that you can appear in a foundation examination. Hope you know this point already. Next, I have already registered in foundation course and presently I am in class 12. When I will be eligible for foundation examination and under which scheme of education I will be eligible to write the examination? If you have already registered for the foundation course and presently you are undergoing your class 12th, even in this case you will have to write your examination under the new scheme and your first attempt will be June 2024. Hope that is clear. Next, when I can register in foundation course to become eligible for June or December foundation examination? Generally the foundation examination will be conducted twice in a year, once in June and second time in December. Now to be eligible for foundation examination you must have registered for the foundation examination at least 4 months before the month of examination. If you wanted to appear in foundation examination that will be conducted in the June attempt, you must have registered for foundation at least before 1st February, and if you wanted to appear for December examination you must register for foundation before 1st of August. Hope this is clear. There should be minimum 4 months of study period from the date of registration and from the by the date on which you give your attempt there must be 4 months gap. Okay, And do I need to fill any separate form for appearing in the foundation examination? Yes. For apart from registering for foundation examination for foundation course, in order to appear in the examination, you need to fill examination form. See, after registration in the foundation course, you need to submit online examination form for appearing in the foundation examination. And the examination form for June and December examination usually opens in month of February and August. When the examination form opens, you need to fill that examination form, and there will also be certain fees that you have to pay to appear in the examination. Hope that is clear. So apart from registering for foundation examination, if you wanted to appear in a particular attempt, you need to submit examination form. Hope that is clear. Next, coming to papers. What papers will be present in the foundation course? Generally, you will be having 4 papers. Paper 1 is accounting, paper 2 is business laws, paper 3 is quantitative aptitude. Here you will be having business mathematics, logical reasoning, statistics, and paper 4 will be business economics. Almost the entire syllabus is similar, all the subjects are similar to that of existing scheme, and it will be for 400 marks. Those are the papers of foundation under new scheme. Next, what will be the syllabus for foundation June 2024 examination? The syllabus, the study material has been hosted by the institute on its website at this particular link. You can access the study material of new course for foundation examinations at the given link. Okay, I'll also be giving these links in the description for your quick reference. Next, when are foundation examinations held? Basically, they will be held twice in every year, once in June and second time in December. Okay. And what is the examination pattern in foundation examination? Generally, paper 1 and paper 2 will be of subjective type, and paper 3 and paper 4 will be of objective type, where you need to answer the MCQs. And whether there will be any negative marking for the MCQ paper, the answer is there will be negative marking of 0.25 mark for every wrong answer that you attempt. Okay. So for the foundation examinations, there is a negative marking as it is. Next, what is the passing criteria for foundation examination? A student is declared to be passed in foundation examination if he obtains 40% marks in each paper and 50% marks in aggregate of all the papers. Okay, in each paper you must secure minimum 40%, and aggregate of all the papers you must secure 50%. That is the passing criteria for foundation examination, which is similar to that of existing course. Next, what is the validity period of students registration under foundation course? Once you register for foundation course, your registration will be valid for a period of 4 years from the date of registration, and whether there is any option for revalidation of the registration, that means after expiry of 4 years, whether you can revalidate your registration for foundation course, the answer is no. There is no revalidation option provided at the foundation level. Once 4 years expires, you will become ineligible to appear in CA examinations. Okay. So if you see whether revalidation of registration is permitted at the foundation level, the answer is revalidation is not permitted at the foundation level. So you need to qualify foundation examination within that 4 years of period. Okay. Those are certain frequently asked questions regarding foundation course. Coming to certain frequently asked questions with respect to intermediate course. First of all, how can you register for intermediate course? You can register either through foundation route or through direct entry route. Foundation route, as you already know, after completing your class 12 you can write foundation examination, and after qualifying foundation examination you can register for CA intermediate and direct route. If you are pursuing graduation or post graduation, or you have completed your graduation or post graduation, then you can directly register for CA inter without appearing for CA foundation examination. However, there is certain minimum marks that has to be secured by you in the graduation or the post graduation. If you have done your graduation in commerce, you must secure at least 55% of the marks. 55% you have to secure in the graduation. If you have done your graduation in other than commerce, then you need to secure 60%. That is the minimum criteria for direct entry route. What is the eligibility criteria for registering in intermediate course through foundation route? The eligibility criteria is candidate has to pass foundation examination and class 12th examination conducted by examining body constituted by law in India. Okay, in order to register for CA intermediate course through foundation route, the eligibility criteria is you must have completed foundation examination and you must have completed 12th class examination. That is the eligibility criteria. And the eligibility criteria for registering in intermediate course through direct entry route, as I have already told you, direct entry route is for those students who have completed their graduation or post graduation and have secured 55% or 60% respectively based on their graduation. They will be eligible to register for CA intermediate through direct entry route. And even the students who have completed intermediate levels of CMA and CS, company secretary, even they can register through direct entry route for CA intermediate examinations. That is already present in existing the scheme also. There is no difference, there is no change in that aspect. Next question. I am pursuing last year of graduation. How can I join CA course? If you are in your last year of graduation, then you can provisionally register for CA intermediate examination, and once you have completed your graduation, you can submit your graduation mark sheet and you can make the provisional registration as final registration. Okay, and I have registered provisionally for intermediate course through direct entry route and my graduation result is awaited. When will I become eligible for intermediate examination? You will become eligible for intermediate examination after completing the graduation course with requisite marks and completion of 8 months of study period in CA intermediate course. See, after you register yourself for CA intermediate course, there should be minimum of 8 months study period. Okay, only after completing minimum 8 months of study period you can give your CA intermediate examinations. I hope that is clear. I have secured requisite marks in graduation and I am pursuing post graduation. How can I join CA course? You can register for intermediate course through direct entry route and based on the marks secured in graduation and appear in intermediate examination after completion of 8 months of study period. There is nothing new in that. I have not secured requisite marks in graduation and I am pursuing post graduation. How can I join CA course? If you have not secured requisite percentage of marks in your graduation and currently you are pursuing your post graduation, in that case you can provisionally register for CA intermediate and you can secure the requisite of marks in post graduation, and then you can make your provisional registration as final registration and then complete 8 months of study period and then you can appear for CA intermediate examinations. Hope that is clear. Next, I have registered provisionally for intermediate course through direct entry route. When will my registration get confirmed? See, if you have registered provisionally for intermediate course through direct entry route, when will you register provisionally? When you are in the last year of your graduation. In that case you will provisionally register. Okay, In that case, your provisional registration will be made final only after submitting your graduation mark sheet or post graduation mark sheet, and this mark sheet has to be submitted to the institute within 6 months from the date of declaration of those results. Hope that is clear. See, it has to be submitted within 6 months of declaration of results of post graduation or graduation. Next, whenever the intermediate examinations held, and what is the cutoff date for registration in intermediate course for appearing in the intermediate examinations. Even these intermediate examinations, they will be held twice in a year, once in May and second time in November. And to appear in this examination, you need to have minimum of 8 months of study period from the date of registration. That means, if you see here, if you wanted to appear in May examination, then you must have registered for CA Inter examination before 1st of September 2023. That means, just a second. See, if you wanted to appear in May 2024, there must be at least 8 months of time gap between your date of registration and the month of examination. So you must have registered before 1st September 2023. This is the cutoff date before which you have to register for CA Inter course if you wanted to appear for May 2024 examinations. I hope that is clear. What is the fee for intermediate course? The fee for intermediate course is 18,000 rupees. While you register for intermediate course, you need to pay 18,000 rupees, and you can apply for registration through SSP portal. And when will the student registered through direct entry route get prospectus course? Prospectus for CA course? Basically, after registering for a CA course, you can log on to CDS portal and you can order your books and prospectus. Okay. I wish to appear in one of the groups of intermediate examination at a time. Can I register for one group of intermediate course? See, in the intermediate course there will be two groups, right? Group 1 and group 2. Let's say you wanted to appear only in group 1. Then whether you can register only for group 1? The answer is no. You have to register for both the groups, and after registering for both the groups, you can appear only in single group if you want. Okay, while filling the examination form, if you want, you can fill only examination form only for single group. But at the time of registering for CA intermediate course, you need to register for both the groups. You cannot register for single group. Hope that is clear. Next, what are the papers that are available at the intermediate course? Presently, in the existing scheme, there are 8 papers, but now in the new scheme, there are only 6 papers. First one, advanced accounting. Next, corporate and other laws. Then taxation. Under taxation, direct tax and indirect tax. And cost and management accounting, it has been shifted to group 2. Earlier it was in group 1, now it is shifted to group 2. And in group 2, there was advanced accounting that has been clubbed with the accounting paper of group 1. This is the small reshuffling that has been made. And auditing and ethics. And finally, paper 6, you will be having financial management, strategic management. They have removed economics and also EIS. So this way you will be having 6 papers in CA Inter. How to get study material? I have already told you, through CDS portal. What will be the syllabus for intermediate May 2024 examination? Syllabus you can find at this link. The study material you can find there. And what is the examination pattern in intermediate examination? Basically, ICAI has introduced MCQs in all the 6 papers. So in all the 6 papers, 30% of questions will be case scenario and case study based MCQs, and remaining 70% will be descriptive questions. That is a paper pattern for all 6 papers. 30% MCQs, 70% descriptive. In MCQs also there will be case scenario and case study based MCQs. Okay. Next, is there any negative marking in MCQs? The answer is there is no negative marking in MCQs at intermediate level. At foundation level there is a negative marking, but at intermediate level there is no negative marking for MCQs. What is the passing criteria in intermediate examination? As it is, first of all, you need to secure 40% in each paper, and aggregate you need to secure 50%. Even in the existing scheme also the same passing criteria is present, so there is no change in the passing criteria. Next, what is the criteria for securing exemption in papers in intermediate examination subsequently passing the group? In this exemption there has been a little bit of change. First of all, to get an exemption you need to secure 60% in that paper, right? Even now also in the new scheme also, if you wanted to secure exemption, you need to secure 60% in that particular paper. Once you secure 60% in that particular paper, exemption will be given for 3 attempts, right? Even in the new scheme also exemption will be given for 3 attempts. Now after completing these 3 attempts, you failed to clear the group. In that case, in the existing scheme the exemption will expire, but in the new scheme an option is given to the student. After completing 3 attempts, if the student wishes to carry forward this exemption even for further attempts also, such a carry forwarding of exemption is available, subject to the condition that student must secure 50% of marks in all the remaining papers. Okay, let's say in group 2, in paper 4 you have secured exemption, 3 attempts have passed, you are not able to clear the group 2, then you are allowed to carry forward that exemption of paper 4 even for further attempts also, but subject to the condition that you must secure 50% of marks in paper 5 as well as 50% of marks in paper 6. This option is provided to the student. Okay, so now you can carry forward your exemption beyond 3 attempts subject to this condition. The same you can find here. Next, what is the validity period of students registration in the intermediate course? The validity period of registration in intermediate course is 5 years. From the date of registration, your registration will be valid for a period of 5 years. Now the question is, after completing this 5 years, whether revalidation is available? The answer is revalidation is available only for one time. That means you have registered for CA inter course, that will be valid for a period of 5 years. 5 years has completed, you are not able to clear the CA intermediate examination, then you can again revalidate this registration for another 5 years, and this is only for one time. Okay, even in that second after that revalidation also you are not able to clear CA inter examination in that remaining 5 years. In that case there will not be any revalidation available. The summary is, revalidation of CA inter registration is permitted only once. Hope that is clear. And for revalidation you need to pay certain 400 rupees as fees. Hope that is clear. So those are certain FAQs relating to CA intermediate. Now FAQs regarding CA final. First of all, when can I register for final course? In order to register for final course, student can register for final course anytime after passing both the groups of intermediate examination. At the time of registration for final course, student would also be registering for self-paced online modules. What are these self-paced online modules? I'll be explaining these self-paced online modules in the coming FAQs. So first of all, in order to register for CA final course, you must have completed both the groups of CA intermediate. That is the eligibility criteria for registering for CA final examination. And what is the fee for CA final registration? It is 22,000. For CA foundation it is 9,000. For CA inter it is 18,000. For CA final it is 22,000. And what are the papers that are present in final course? Earlier in the old scheme there were 8 papers. Now they have been reduced to 6 papers. Paper 1 financial reporting as it is. Paper 2 advanced financial management, that is SFM, as it is. Next, advanced auditing, assurance and professional ethics. And corporate and economic law has been removed and it is shifted to self-paced online module that we'll discuss. What are the subjects that are present in self-paced online modules that I'll discuss with you. Next, in group 2 also SEMPE has been shifted to self-paced online module, and then we have direct taxes and indirect taxes, and in paper 6 they have removed that elective option and they have kept only one subject, that is integrated business solutions. Basically here they will ask the questions from all the areas. Okay, they will cover all the areas in paper 6, and this paper 6 it will be open book examination. Okay, so these 6 papers will be present at the final level. Next, how to get study material for the final course. After registering for final course, you can log on to CDS portal and you can place order for the study materials, and if you want soft copy you can visit ICAI website. When can I appear for final examination? What is the criteria that has to be fulfilled in order to appear for final examination? First of all, you need to register for final course. After registering, you should have completed practical training of 2 years. That has to be completed. After completing practical training, there should be a minimum gap of 6 months from the date of completion of practical training and the month in which you give your examination. This 6 months is the study period or study time for the final course. If you see, for foundation course study time is 4 months from the date of registration. For inter course study time is 8 months, and for final course study time is 6 months. Hope that is clear. And you should also complete advanced ICITSS, advanced integrated course you need to complete. Only after completing that you are eligible for writing final examination. But however, for students who are going to give their attempt in May 2024, for them certain exemption is given with respect to this exemption is not with respect to advanced ICITSS. Exemption is with respect to self-paced online modules that I'll discuss with you. And you should also complete 4 self-paced online modules. After completing all these 4, you will be eligible to write final examination. What are they? First of all, you need to register for final course, and then you need to complete your practical training, and you need to complete the 6 months study period, and you need to complete advanced integrated course, and you need to complete 4 online self-paced modules. After completing all this, you will be eligible to appear in the final examination. Okay. Next, what will be the syllabus for final May 2024 examination? It is available at this particular link which I will be giving in the description. What is the examination pattern in the final examination. Even at the final examination also MCQs has been introduced in all the 6 papers. So 30% will be case scenario and case study based MCQs, and remaining 70% will be descriptive questions. That will be the paper pattern for all the 6 papers. Next, what will be the manner of assessment? For first 5 papers it will be closed book examination, and for the 6th paper it will be open book examination. That will be the manner of assessment for final examination. And is there negative marking in MCQs? The answer is no. There is no negative marking for MCQs. And what is the passing criteria? It is similar to that of CA Inter. In each paper you need to secure 40%, and in aggregate you need to secure 50%. And regarding exemption, even this is also similar to that of CA Intermediate. Once you secure 60% of marks in any paper, exemption will be granted to you in that particular paper for 3 attempts, and you are not able to clear that particular group even after completing of that 3 attempts, then option is available to the student to carry forward that exemption beyond 3 attempts, subject to the condition that student has to secure 50% of the marks in each of the remaining paper. Okay, this we have already discussed while discussing FAQs regarding CA Inter students. Okay, next, what is the validity period for students registration of final course? The validity period for final registration is 10 years, and whether after expiry of the 10 years, whether revalidation of the registration is available, the answer is yes. You can revalidate your final registration for how many times you want. Okay, there is no limit on the number of revalidations. If you see at the inter level, you can revalidate only for once, but at final level you can revalidate your registration for n number of times. There is no limit, and each time you revalidate you need to pay a fee of 500 rupees, and revalidation will be for 10 years. You can also see here which can be revalidated every 10 years with revalidation fees of 500. They have not put any restriction on the number of revalidations. Okay, next, coming to the practical training. First of all, students have to do their practical training for 2 years. Now, first question, when can I commence the practical training? After passing both the groups of intermediate examination and successfully completing 4 weeks of integrated course on information technology and soft skills. In order to go for practical training, you must complete both the groups of CA intermediate level, and you should also complete you should complete that integrated course, not the advanced integrated course. Okay, that is the eligibility criteria to commence your practical training. And what is the duration of practical training? It will be 2 years. Earlier it was 3 years, now it is 2 years. And what is the duration of industrial training? You can, if you are interested, you can also do industrial training at the end of 2 years for a period of 9 months to 12 months. Okay, this industrial training you can do at the last part of 2 years of practical training. Okay, and this industrial training period will be from 9 months to 12 months. And how many leaves you will be permitted during the practical training? You will be eligible to take 12 leaves in each year of practical training. That means during your entire practical training of 2 years, you are eligible for 24 leaves. Hope that is clear. Next, ICITSS and advanced integrated course. What is this integrated course on information technology and soft skills? Basically, earlier you were having information technology training and orientation course. Now these two courses, they have been clubbed together, and integrated course on information technology and soft skills has been framed. Okay, earlier orientation course used to be for 15 days, and information technology training used to be for another 15 days. Now both have been clubbed and it is for around 4 weeks. Even at the final stage also it is the same. They have clubbed MCS and advanced ITT as advanced information technology, advanced integrated course. Okay, and this will be for 4 weeks. Next, when is ICITSS to be undergone by the student? You have to undergo this ICITSS before commencing your practical training. Okay, before to be completed before commencement of practical training. You will be eligible to commence practical training only after completing this integrated course. What is the advanced integrated course? When is the advanced integrated course to be undergone by the student? Basically, student is required to complete advanced integrated course after completing practical training but before appearing for the final examination. You need to do advanced integrated course after completing your 2 years of practical training but before appearing for the final examination. That means if you wanted to appear for final examination, you must complete this advanced integrated course. Now coming to self-paced online modules. What are these self-paced online modules? Basically, here you will be having 4 sets of modules and these are completely self-paced online modules. That means you have to the ICAI, they will provide certain video lectures for these modules and you have to watch them on your laptops, and they'll also provide books. Basically, if you see here, you will be having 4 sets. Set A, set B. These 2 sets, they are mandatory. What will be there in these 2 sets? Set A will be containing corporate and economic laws. If you remember, in the existing course at the CA final level in group 1 paper 4, we are having corporate and economic law. That has been shifted as set A of self-paced online module and it has been made mandatory. And set B containing strategic cost and performance management, SCMPE, which was first paper of group 2 of CA final. It has been shifted to here. These 2 modules, they have been made mandatory, that is set A, set B. And coming to set C and set D. Now in this set C, you will be provided 10 subjects. From these 10, you need to choose one and you need to listen those classes and you need to appear that examination on the online mode only, completely online mode, and it will be MCQ based only. So this is elective. And in set D, you will be having 4 subjects. From this you need to choose one, and even this is also you need to listen the classes online and you need to attend the examination online. So set A, set B are mandatory and set C, set D, they are selective. Hope this is clear. Now the next question is, we are having set A, set B, set C, set D, right? Now if you see, students who have completed CA Inter, students who have completed CA Inter under existing scheme, that means under existing scheme in CA Inter there are 8 papers, right? If the student has completed CA Inter 8 papers and now they are registering for the new scheme, then for those students exemption is provided from these two sets. You need not write these two sets if you have completed CA intermediate in the existing scheme. That means you have cleared 8 papers. Hope that is clear. Next, hope you are clear with this. If you have completed CA intermediate in the existing course, that means you have completed 8 papers of CA intermediate. In that case, exemption is provided from these two sets. Set A, set B, they are mandatory, you need to write them. Okay. Next, second situation. Now a student, he has completed one group of CA inter in the existing scheme, and the second group he has completed in the new scheme. Okay, let me tell you, student has cleared one group in the existing scheme. Let's say group 1 he has cleared in the existing scheme. Let's say he has wrote his examination in November 23 or in May 23 in the existing scheme, and he cleared one group. That means 4 papers he cleared. After November 23 examination, there will be no old scheme. All the students, they will be automatically converted to new scheme. Now the second group has been cleared by the student in this new scheme. That means in the new scheme, in the second group, there will be only 3 papers. So in total he cleared 7 papers at CA inter level. In that case, while registering for final examination, exemption will be provided to these type of students from any of set C or set D. Okay, since these students, they have cleared only 7 papers, they can claim exemption of either set C or set D. If the student has cleared 8 papers, then both set C and set D will be given as exemption. Hope you are clear with this. Next, now another important thing, when should you select these online self-paced modules? You will be registering for your final course, right? After completing your CA intermediate, you will be registering for your final course. At the time of registering the final course, in that registration form itself, you can select from set C which subject you are going to write, and from set D which subject you are going to write. Hope this is clear. At the time of registration for final examination, you can select from set C which subject you are going to write, and from set D which subject you are going to write. Set A, set B, it is mandatory. Hope that is clear. And this is the exemption that will be provided to the students who have cleared their inter examination in the existing schema, based on whether they have cleared 8 papers or 7 papers. Hope you are clear till now. Now coming to the final students. Now if you see, students who have completed CA intermediate examinations in the existing course, and they have also joined the articleship in the existing course only, and they are writing final course now. Okay, final examinations now. Now in that case, if you are writing final examinations, set C, set D, they will be however exempted to you, because you have cleared 8 papers of CA inter. So set C, set D, they will be however exempted to you. The question that arises is, the student who is at CA final level, he has cleared group 1 of final in existing scheme, that is old scheme. He has cleared group 1, and he has to write group 2 in the new scheme. In that case, exemption will be provided to this particular student from set A, because in set A we are having corporate and economic laws, and in group 1 of final of the present syllabus we are having corporate and economic law. So since this student has already cleared group 1, exemption will be given from set A of self-paced online module. Hope that is clear. Set B, he has to write SEMPE. Okay. If in case student has cleared group 2 only in the old scheme and he is writing group 1 in the new scheme, in that case exemption will be provided to that particular student. From set B he has to write set A. Hope you are clear with this. Okay. So that is a discussion with respect to self-paced online modules. Now what is the registration process for self-paced online modules? As I have already told you, you will be given an option in the final registration form. See, at the time of registering for final course, students would also be registering for self-paced online modules. There is no separate registration for online self-paced modules. The registration will be along with the final course. The form for final course registration will have the option for selecting the subjects under self-paced online modules in set C and set D. In set C we are having 10 subjects and in set D we are having 4 subjects. Now from this you have to select one subject. Now that selection, that option of selection you have to exercise at the time of final registration only. Okay, and there is no separate fee that you have to pay for this self-paced online modules. Okay, next, whether papers in self-paced online modules are mandatory. As I have already told you, set A, set B are mandatory, set C, set D is elective. Okay, next, what will be the manner of learning of self-paced online modules? If you see, the learning modules or study materials for self-paced online modules will be provided to the students in the form of e-books. Okay, the material will be provided to the students in the form of e-books. However, for set A and set B, that means for mandatory modules, even physical copy of books will also be provided. See, in case of set A and set B, physical study material would also be made available. Apart from e-books, even physical books will be available for set A and set B. And beside e-books, video lectures of experts in relevant subject area will be made available to the students. Okay, with the help of those video lectures, you can learn the subject and you can clear that online self-paced module. What will be the level of understanding that the student has to achieve in case of these self-paced online modules? Basically, for set A and set B, you need to achieve expert level of knowledge, whereas for set C and set D, you need to achieve working level of knowledge. Okay, the institute expects expert level of knowledge in set A and set B and working level of knowledge in case of set C and set D. And what is the requirement for qualifying self-paced online modules? You need to secure 50% in each of those modules. 50% in each of those modules. Whether these marks will be counted at the time of aggregation for a final course, for the final papers, the answer is no. Marks that you secure in the self-paced online modules, they will not be combined with the final marks. Hope that is clear. See, there will be no restriction on number of attempts for each module. Okay, another point is you can write these self-paced online modules how many times you want. Okay, till you pass you can keep on writing them. There is no limit on the number of attempts that you can take. Is there any negative marking in self-paced online modules? The answer is there is no negative marking. As I have already told you, this self-paced online module examination will be MCQ based and there is no negative marks in these MCQs. Will the marks secured in self-paced online modules be aggregated with the marks obtained in final examination for passing the final examination? The answer is no. The marks secured in self-paced online modules will not be aggregated with the marks obtained in the final examination. Okay, for clearing the final examination, only the marks that you have achieved in that 6 papers of the final examination will be taken into account. They will not be clubbed with self-paced online modules. And business accounting and associate, this is a certificate that the institute will issue to you if you wish to leave CA course in middle. That means in order to get this certificate, you need to qualify certain criteria. What are they? If a student wishes to exit CA course before or after appearing in final examinations, he or she can apply for certificate. For this, he need to fulfill following criteria. Firstly, he or she should have passed both the groups of intermediate examination. Okay, in order to apply for this business accounting and associate certificate, you need to qualify both the groups of intermediate examination. Along with that, you need to complete your practical training also, and also you need to complete advanced integrated course of 4 weeks, and you need to qualify online self-paced modules. After completing all these, if you are not able to clear CA final examination, or if you are not able to appear in CA final examination, if you want to quit CA course at this stage, then you can apply for a business accounting and associate certificate from the institute. Hope that is clear. Then there is a international curriculum. Yes, now transitional provisions. Now regarding this transitional provisions, I will be making a separate video. Okay, institute has issued a separate document with respect to this transitional provisions. I'll just briefly discuss certain important points here, and I'll discuss remaining points related to transition provisions from old course to new course in the another video. Okay, if you see how I will convert to new scheme of educational training, basically you will be converted to the new scheme of education through SSP portal without any conversion fees. Okay, institute will not be charging any conversion fees. You will be automatically converted through the SSP portal. And if you have not ordered the study material, see, you have been converted to the new scheme of education, and once you converted to the new scheme of education, you require study material for preparing. But in the past you have already ordered the study material under the old course, but now you need study material of new course. In that case, you will have to pay 1000 rupees for intermediate course, or 1000 rupees for final course, and 500 rupees for foundation course in order to get study material. And in case you have not ordered study material under old course, this is the first time you are ordering study materials after conversion, in that case you need not pay this fees. If you have already ordered the study materials under old course and you have been converted to the new course, and now you wanted the study material of new course, then you need to pay 500 rupees for study material of foundation course and 1000 rupees for study material of inter or study material of final course. Hope that is clear. Next, I have registered for foundation course under old scheme. What will be the validity of my foundation course registration after conversion to the new scheme of education? See, if you have registered for foundation course under old scheme, then it will be automatically converted into new scheme, and the validity of this converted registration will be for 4 years from the date of conversion. Hope that is clear. I have registered for intermediate course under old scheme and it has been converted into new scheme. Then what will be the validity of my converted registration? It will be valid for a period of 5 years from the date of conversion. Hope that is clear. See, 5 years from the date of conversion, and for final students it will be valid for the period of 10 years from the date of conversion. Okay, and conversion is free of cost. I have passed either or both groups of intermediate examination under old schema and have not commenced practical training on or before 30 June 2023. How will I continue the CA course? See, if you have passed both the groups of CA intermediate under old scheme, that means you have passed in the May 2023 examination, still the result has not been announced. Okay, if in this coming results, if you have cleared both the groups of CA intermediate under the old scheme only, then you will have to do your practical training as per new scheme, that means for 2 years. of practical training is required. Okay, and in case you have you clear only one group in this May 2023 examination, in that case you need to complete the second group also, then you need to join for practical training. Okay, you cannot join the practical training if you complete only one group in the May 2023 examinations. Hope this is clear. You need to compulsorily clear both the groups to join for practical training. Okay, and along with clearing both the groups, you should also clear this integrated course in order to join the practical training. Next, I have registered for intermediate course through direct these FAQs related to direct entry scheme. I will be discussing them in the next video. As I have already told you, I will be making another video regarding the conversion related aspects. In that video, I will discuss with respect to this direct entry schema. Even this is also related to direct entry scheme. Direct entry scheme. Even this is also related to direct entry scheme. Yeah. Next, whether group wise or paper wise exemption be granted under new scheme if a candidate has passed a group or has acquired an exemption in paper under the old scheme of education and training. See, if you have cleared one of the group in the old scheme, then exemption of that group will be given to you in the new scheme. If you have cleared one of the paper in the old scheme, then how it will be dealt? Regarding that, a separate notification will be issued by the examination department. See, the requisite exemption would be granted under new scheme of education and training. For further details, announcement in this regard will be made separately. Okay, with respect to how the exemption will be given, will be carried forwarded from old scheme to new scheme. Regarding that, a separate announcement will be made by the examination department. Next, I have passed both the groups of intermediate examination and commenced practical training of 3 years. Whether I would be required to qualify the self-paced online modules before appearing for final examination under the new scheme of education and training. See, I have already told you, if you have cleared CA intermediate examination under old scheme, both the groups under old scheme, that means you have cleared 8 papers. In that case, exemption will be given from set C and set D. Set A, set B you have to write. If you have cleared one group in old scheme and another group in new scheme, that means you have cleared 7 papers, because in the old scheme there will be 4 papers at CA inter in one group, and another group you cleared in new scheme. In new scheme there will be 3 papers in the each group, so you have cleared 7 papers. In that case, you can claim exemption of either set D or set D, and set A, set B mandatory you have to write. Hope that is clear. Another exemption that that is available here is, let us see this. Set C and set D would be exempted for such students if appearing in May 2024 final examination. You can qualify mandatory modules of set A, set B after passing final examination, but before applying for membership of the institute. See, this option is available only for the students who are going to write in May 2024. See, if you are going to write your final examination in May 2024, then only for those students option is provided to clear self-paced modules after clearing the final examination, but before applying for membership number. Okay, during that period you can clear your self-paced online modules only for May 2024 attempt. Next, from November 2024 attempt onwards, you need to clear self-paced modules before writing the examination only, because here for the May 24 students the time available is lesser. This option is available wherein they have been permitted to clear the online self-paced modules after completing May 2024 examinations. Hope that is clear. This facility is available only for May 2024 examinations. From November 2024 onwards, you need to clear self-paced online modules before appearing for the final examination. Okay. See, thereafter, if unsuccessful in May 24 final examination, you would be eligible for the subsequent final examination only after qualifying mandatory modules of Set A and Set B. Okay, this option is available only for May 2024. Next, I have passed one of the groups of intermediate examination and commenced practical training of 3 years. I will pass a balance group of intermediate examination in November 2023 examination and will become eligible to appear in final May 2024 examination under the new scheme, whether I would be required to qualify self-paced online modules before appearing for the final examination under the new scheme of education and training. Here I have already told you, if you have completed 8 papers for clearing CA Inter, exemption from Set C and Set D. If you have completed only 7 papers, that is 4 in old scheme, 3 in new scheme, then exemption either from Set C or Set D. The same logic you can apply here. I have passed group 1 of final examination or will pass group 1 in November 2023 examination. How will I continue my course? See, if you have completed group 1 of final examination under old scheme, then exemption will be given to you from Set A. If you have completed group 2 under old scheme, then exemption will be given from Set B. Set C, Set T, however, you need not write because you have already completed CA Inter long back. Hope that is clear. See, since you have passed group 1 of final examination, you would have already undergone advanced ICITSS. Since you have already undergone advanced ICITSS, you will be required to appear group 2 of final examination under the new scheme of education and training. You would be exempted to qualify self-paced online modules of Set A, Set C, Set D. Okay, Set C, Set D, they are however exempted because you have cleared your CA Inter long back, and Set A is exempted because you cleared your group 1 under old scheme. So, and you are writing group 2 in the new scheme, so you need to complete Set B. And if you are writing the group 2 in May 2024 examination, you can clear this Set B after completing your May 2024 examination. Okay, hope that is clear. Next, I have passed group 2. The same logic that we have discussed in question number 13, you can apply it in question number 14 for group 2 also. Okay, here instead of Set A, exemption will be, instead of Set B, exemption will be, instead of Set A, exemption will be given to you from Set B. Okay, because you have already passed Set B. Hope that is clear. Next, I have passed either or both the groups of intermediate examination in or before November 22 examination and commencement of practical training of 3 years by 30 April 2023. When will I become eligible for final examination? Okay, if you have completed your CA Inter examination under old scheme and you have already started your practical training of 3 years before 30 April 2023, then you will continue your practical training for 3 years under old scheme only, but you will have to write your final examination under new scheme, and you should also qualify both Set A and Set B. See, if you see, your first eligible attempt for final examination would be November 2025 after fulfilling the below criteria. What are they? First of all, complete practical training on or before the last day of month preceding the month in which examination is held or serving the last 6 months of practical training. First of all, you need to complete your practical training before the month in which examination is being held. Here there is no requirement of 6 months gap because here you are doing articleship for 3 years. Next, you need to qualify self-paced online modules Set A and set B. In case you are writing examination in May 2024, these two modules you can write them after appearing in the examination, because this facility is available only for May 2024 students, which I have already discussed with you. Next, successful completion of advanced integrated course. You should also complete advanced integrated course before appearing for final examination. Next, same question. See, I have passed either of groups of intermediate examination in November 2022 examination, or will pass in May 2023 examination and not commenced practical training yet. When will I become eligible for final examination? Here in this case, since you have not commenced your practical training, you can do your practical training under new scheme for 2 years. Okay, you would be required to pass balance group of intermediate examination. In case you have completed only one group of intermediate examination under old scheme, you need to clear balance group in the new scheme, and thereafter commence your practical training of 2 years. Okay, for example, if you pass balance group of intermediate examination in November 2023 examination, then you commence your practical training say in March 2024, and from March 2024, after undergoing the integrated course, thereafter you may register for final course and simultaneously continue your practical training for 2 years. Your first eligible attempt for final examination would be November 2026. Okay, from March 2024 to March 2026, 2 years you will complete your practical training, and next, after taking a gap of 6 months, in November 2026 you will write your first attempt under new scheme. Hope that is clear. And for this you need to complete 6 months of practical training, 6 months the study time, and qualify self-paced online modules of set A and set B. Here, since you are giving November 2026, you need to clear self-paced modules before writing the examination and undergo advanced integrated course before appearing for the examination. Now what I'll do is I'll just explain you only important FAQs, because it's already been 1 hour, I guess. Yeah, regarding revalidation, you can pay the fees and you can revalidate. For the foundation, there is no revalidation option. For the inter, there is revalidation option for one time, and for final, you can revalidate number of times you want. Next, I have registered for foundation, intermediate, final course under any of the earlier schemes, and validity of my registration has already been expired. How can I continue CS course? You can go to SSP portal and your registration will be automatically converted, and if you want to order books, you can pay 500 or 1000 rupees to CDS portal and you can order the books. Okay, if I have already commenced practical training of 3 years, how many leaves? See, if you are doing practical training under the old scheme only, that means for 3 years, then the leaves that you will be eligible is 156 days. Okay, there is no change in that. Next, I have commenced practical training of 3 years under old scheme. Will my practical training get reduced to 2 years after implementation of new scheme? No. If you have already commenced your practical training under old scheme for 3 years, that will continue as it is. It will not be reduced to 2 years. Hope that is clear. But you will have to write your final examination under new scheme. Your articleship will continue under old scheme only. Okay. Next, I have commenced practical training of 3 years under old scheme of education and training. When will I become eligible for final examination? Here you can go through that. I have undergone orientation course and ITT under old scheme. Do I need to undergo ICTSS again? No. If you have already completed orientation course and ITT under old scheme, again you need not do integrated course under new scheme. Same situation, if you have already completed MCS and advanced ITT under old scheme, you need not again do advanced integrated course under new scheme, because you already done it in the old scheme. Next, I have undergone only one, either OC or ITT. If you undergone OC in the old scheme, then do ITT in the new scheme, and in the old scheme only you have to complete ITT. and you can shift to new scheme. Okay, do I need to undergo complete ICITSS? No, you need not do complete integrated course. You can just do that balance portion. Okay, same even in case of advanced integrated course. Here you can find it. Next, I have not appeared for final examination under old scheme and now I have been converted to new scheme. Do I need to undergo advanced integrated course before appearing in the examination? You need to undergo advanced integrated course before appearing for the final examination. See, if you have not done your MCS and advanced ITT in the old scheme, you need to do advanced integrated course under new scheme in order to be eligible for writing the final examination. Hope that is clear. I am student under old scheme and have not undergone OC or ITT. Do I need to do integrated course? The answer is yes, you need to do. I am a student under old course and had commenced practical training without undergoing this situation. It will not arise basically. So these are the FAQs that have been launched by the institute with respect to new scheme of education. Hope this video will be useful to you. In the next video I will be explaining you certain transitional provisions. A separate document has been issued by the institute with respect to transitional provisions. I will be explaining those aspects in the next video. I will be adding these videos related to new scheme in a separate playlist in our YouTube channel. If you are having any doubts regarding the new scheme, you can access that playlist. Okay, continuously I will be updating that playlist with the new videos with respect to the doubts that the students will be getting with respect to the new scheme. Okay, if you are having any doubts with respect to new scheme, you can ask them in the comment section. I'll be clearing your doubt. Okay, and yes, hope this video is useful to you. I'll be winding up this video as of now. Take care. Bye bye. See you.